All right, good morning, little Southern Civil fans. Could be a big day today. Going to be looking at removing some of the framing on a wall and reframing it partially for the new serving window. But it's real windy today, so no shooting outside. You may hear some banging from the tarp that's over the top. We got a front coming in tonight. So let me get you set up and see what we're gonna do. All right, here's our interior wall again. Try to pay no attention to this member. That's the temporary brace that I just put up. One, to help stabilize while I was taking the air conditioner off and working on the ceiling, the roof. And two, to support the ceiling when we take this out. The header that's here now, remember there's a joint here, and we're going to be taking all this out, which then would allow that to sag. So we're going to be putting a new header in that spans as much of this area as we can. Of course, we'll end up spanning that joint, so it'll hold that up, and then we'll put some studs down the side to hold the header. And I'm going big. Lumber prices had dropped, so I got like a 2x10 for the header and 2x6s for our king studs, and that should be plenty enough to hold that window. So we want to go as big as we can width-wise. But remember, I'm gonna have 2x6s on either side, so that's gonna take some. Plus, I wanna leave a little gap. Like I said, we have some wiring that I may need to drop down to run under. So I'm gonna leave a little gap here for wiring. And as far as getting rid of it, first thing you need to do, this siding is attached. And I need to find the places where the exterior aluminum siding is attached to my framing. And it's not a lot of places. It looks like at the joints of the panels. So the first thing we're going to do is see about getting those detached. So let's get to that first. All right, okay. We're back. If you remember from an earlier video, I was down to just the right glove. So I've got me a new pair of gloves. We'll put them on. And at least I'll look pretty. Okay. Let's just start off with a screwdriver and let's figure out, because I feel on the outside and let's see. Well, if I want to see something, I need to put my glasses on. Well, I can't see, so I'm just going to pry a little with my screwdriver. Oh. All right, it just appears to be stapled. bring y'all over here and show you something. You always run into these little unexpected things. Oh, can't turn the camera off with my gloves on. All right, here's our bottom plate down there, which is what our new wall framing and our new studs that I'm talking about to hold the header will sit on. Well, I assumed these pieces were sitting on that bottom 2x4 there, you know, this kind of frame, bottom floor plate for the wall. But as I break this loose, I see that it's not. That goes down to hit something else. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of scared to just rip it out. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cut them off close to the floor and leave them and frame around them down here. That won't be a problem. All right, so I'm just gonna get my circular saw and set my depth. Adjust my depth. Whoop, adjust. Whoop, move my finger. So that, look at that. So I can get to the 2x4 cut loose, but not cut through the aluminum siding on the other side. All right, so let's get set up and do that. All right, here we go. A little over 1.5 inches, so I'm going to set my circular saw about to 1.5 inches. Leave a little bit of wood that I ought to be able to just break off. That ought to be good. Lock her down. Check her. That should be good. Okay. All right, so let's get this one. Should be an attachment point right there. All right, There's an attachment point right there. Alright, now it's those staples on the back. Let's cut these staples. Should be staples right here at this joint. Alright, let's see if we can get these backside staples. One, which I don't think there's any staples, aluminum is attached. Let us investigate. Alright, let's clean up a little. Okay, let's go get our first king stud. All right, we back and I got our 2 king studs in. You'll notice that's new lumber. That's older lumber. I have a supply of lumber from mine and my neighbor's dock and stuff from hurricanes. I salvage stuff that's good. And the boss lady said, do this as inexpensively as you can. I'm gonna do things right, but where I can save money, I can. And there wasn't nothing wrong with that 2x6, and it will not be seen. It'll be wrapped. So we've got those in, and what I've done, you can see over here, I got a little space. I can chase those wires down. I think these are the wires probably to some assortment of our lights here, but I've got a little chase way for them. And I said, well, let me drill a hole in the wood. But heck, there's plenty of space in the corrugations here to just slip a wire behind there. There's probably a good reason not to do that. Cold, heat, whatnot, but we're not living in this thing, so. All right, here over here's our other one. And what I've also done, you see I've got my Craig out and put me some pocket holes. Same thing down here. So I can go ahead and attach them to that floor plate. Same thing over here. And then I've got two to attach this king stud to that wall. So let's do that. Then we'll be ready to take this last piece out right here and put our new header in. So let's put our pocket hole screws in. All right, I think I've got you in where you can see a pretty good bit of it. So let's see about putting our screws in. We've got one pocket hole down here to attach the bottom of this. Got one end of the floor over here. I hope my attachment is long enough. I think it is. Oh, we're in there. Okay. Okay, that crap good. All right. Let's get one up here. All right, we're ready to take this sucker out. So let's regroup. All right, here we come. Oh, I hope I measured right. Be flush on, that's almost sticking out a little bit. There. Okay, and I've got some pocket screws to attach it. So let's do that. Okay. Let me come get you. All right, so now we've got our top and our sides defined for our serving window. Sides, top, no bottom yet. We still need to get the boss lady out here and let's decide on where to put the bottom rail, considering it's not too low from us inside and not too high for the customers on the outside. Although we've got an idea for a flip down bar, but we still need to see what we want to do. Ideally, we wanted to match along the bottom of that line, which kind of coincides to that joint. That would be pretty cool. But we'll think about that, and I'll advise the boss lady and see what she wants to do. But now she can kind of visualize, at least from the inside, what it's going to look like. It's a little over 5 feet long, and we'll probably go 36 inches this way, but we'll see. All right, let's clean up, and we'll get boss lady in here and let her look at it and see what she's got to say. Okay, so we got to thinking. Yeah, she can get in there and visualize the window from the inside, but we ain't done nothing to help her visualize what the window may look out here. So, let me go show you what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm going to get a little drill bit and drill in that corner, and probably about right here, and over here, and right there. And then I'll have those 4 holes on the outside, and then I can stretch painter's tape around it. And then she can look from the outside, and we can kind of gauge, you know, where to put, you know, the bottom of the window. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so we got a drill. I can't really mark that, but I won't need to. I know I can stretch my tape over there, or that side for that matter. So all I need to do is drill right here. I'm gonna put one right here. Okay. All right, let's go outside, stretch some tape. Alrighty, so here we are outside. I know you can't see it, but I can see my little 2 holes I drilled. Of course, we know we can see this corner, and then I can feel down here and find that joint right there. So let's tape it off. Okay, so that's going to be our top and sides. So like I said, now we just got to figure where do we want the bottom of the window to be. Again, knowing that I'm going to build a recessed in bar that will flip down to give a lower level that you flip up, close your window. Something like that. But we'll let boss take a look at it. And I imagine she will probably want it a little lower, which might make sense. I mean, this is fine for me. I'm right at 6 foot. You know, someone, especially like the ladies, they might like a little lower window. I'm just, like I said, trying to keep it in line with this one, which was our original plan. Dadgummit. All right, let me come look at it with you. All right, I think that's pretty good. So for the second time, we'll stop this episode until we get a chance to let the boss lady look at it and see what she says. Once she sets on this elevation, then I can go inside and do the rest of the framing for the bottom of the window. So we'll wait till we get that decision, and then we'll carry on in our next episode.